The program you are about to see is an intelligent, informative discussion of football.
Direct from Las Vegas, it's Football Forecast Weekly, starring Dennis Tobler with this week's guests, Bert Osborne, Director of Sports for the Gold Coast and Barbary Coast Hotel Casinos, Blue Book analyst Gary Green, with special reports from Ack Ackerson and Tim Trushell. And now, the hottest football show on television, Football Forecast Weekly.
Football Forecast is brought to you by the sports books at the fabulous Gold Coast and Barbary Coast hotels, two sure winners in Las Vegas, where you can catch all the fast-paced football action and the excitement of all your favorite sports. The Gold Coast and the Barbary Coast, the best places to play in Las Vegas, the best places to enjoy Las Vegas.
Welcome to another edition of Football Forecast Weekly. Hi, I'm your host, Dennis Tobler, and I'll be taking you through the next half hour of fast-paced football news and information. And speaking of news and information, this week we have a very special show. On tap today, we're going to be reviewing all of our selections for the college championships and the NFL Super Bowl winner, and I think you're going to be surprised with the outcome of some of those. Before we go any further, let me go right ahead and review the picks that I made early in the year. My pick to win the college championship was Nebraska. And Nebraska, I wouldn't trade for anyone. They're playing awesome, and they're rolling over their competition just like they have in the past, and it looks to me like they'll end up with their third straight national championship. I'm going to stick with Nebraska for my play, and even though they stubbed their toe early in the season, that's the time to lose. They should be back on top by the end of the year. And in the NFL, if you don't already know it, I stepped out and took some price with an AFC team this year, the Denver Broncos. And look where the Denver Broncos are now. They're riding high atop the AFC West, and they'll coast on in. They are by far the best team in the AFC, and if you'd have followed my advice early in the season, you'd have been a huge point spread winner on the Broncos and Nebraska in practically every game this year. Like I said, we're going to hit up the rest of the guests for their updates on their selections. But first, let's go out to the Gold Coast Casino. Now, we always check in with Bert Osborne at the Gold Coast. He's the Director of Sports for the Gold Coast, the Barbary Coast, and the soon-to-be opened Orleans casinos. But this week, we've got a little different twist. We're going to be reviewing what happened the first part of the season, and Bert's going to tell you what to expect for the rest of the year. So without any further ado, let's head on out and check in with Bert. Bert, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks. Dennis, I'm going to talk about a little bit in this session about the teams in the college and the pros have done well against and with the spread this year. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bowl Coalition. The top 5 teams, it seems, with this new way that's set up, they're trying to put themselves and position ourselves for these top bowl games. Every week it seems like we're high on Nebraska, Florida, Florida State, Arizona State, and Ohio State. It seems like they just keep rolling. If you bet these particular teams every week, there's no chance. You always get a 3-2 and always seems to be better. And that seems to be the teams that everybody's zeroing in on. I tell you what, this Northwestern team for the public, last year they wrote it and it made a lot of money for them. But this year they're having trouble. One week they're on them and they don't cover. They can never figure this team out. You want to go to the pros a little bit. Denver seems to be the hot team in the AFC. They seem to be out in front. They're jumping out and they're playing and they're covering. On the other side, the Green Bay Packers have started out strong, and they've just kept going strong. So it looks like the teams like that are the teams are betting. They've been betting Dallas, but Dallas has been hurting them, and they also been betting Miami Dolphins, and that's a team that's been hurting the public.
Well, thanks a lot, Bert. I don't think that surprises anyone. The top teams in college have been drawing all the action. Most weeks they're favored by 30 or 40 points. And in the NFL, as always, they get on a couple of Cinderella teams and ride them through to the end of the year. You can look for the action to stay heavy on all these top teams right here in Las Vegas. Now I'd like to take a moment to address the serious players out there. If you've watched this show and you've watched me on the air for the past 10 years, you know that I am a credible handicapper and I win consistently versus the spread here in Las Vegas. I want you to give my 900 sports line a try this weekend. If you haven't tried it yet, give me 1% of your confidence and I'll earn the rest of it for you. This week I'm going to be releasing my top 2 information plays. These are the strongest late plays that I come up with here in Las Vegas, and they're both going to be on one line on the 900 number. All you have to do is call 1-900-990-WINS to have a winning weekend. That number again is 1-900-990-9467. It's only a $20 call. Now, I need to mention to you serious players out there that not only do you get the late selections from here in Las Vegas, but you're also going to get the betting strategies. And the betting strategies and money management systems are what really differentiates the expert handicapper from the amateurs out there. I hope you'll give me a try this weekend. I want to add one special bonus. If you call the phone this week and get the programs, and you want to discuss something with me personally, I will have a number on there where you can reach me personally. So if you call, you don't like what you hear, or if you want to check up on something later, give me a call. But this week, the line is for the big players out there. I want to really show you what I can do. We've hit 78% on the year this year on the 900 number, so give me a call. 1-900-990-WINS, 1-900-990-9467. I'll be right back after these messages. Hello, football fans. For the past 10 years, you've seen me on national TV giving you my selections and my insights. This week, I want to address the serious players out there. I'm coming with my top 2 information plays of the week in college and pro football, and there's only one way to get them this week. Call my 900 sports line, 1-900-990-9467. Also, I'll be releasing my top 5 college games and top 5 NFL winners. Give me a call, 1-900-990-WINS. That's 1-900-990-9467.
The bright lights and big crowds and loud noises that Las Vegas is famous for can be overwhelming, but there is relief. The Gold Coast Hotel and Casino, a warmer, friendlier place to play. It's the place where people who live in Las Vegas go to have fun in Las Vegas. Next vacation, you can experience Las Vegas, or you can enjoy it at the Gold Coast.
Hi there, sports fans. Ack is back to remind you that the explosion of cyberspace sports has changed the way America experiences sports. That's why you'll be getting 21st century technology right here at Football Forecast. Hey, I can remember when a website was that thing in the upper corner of my bedroom. But now you can keep up with the latest football forecast at our website, www.footballforecast.com. So get your free picks off our internet. More later when Ack is back.
Hello, football fans. For the past 10 years, you've seen me on national TV giving you my selections and my insights. This week, I want to address the serious players out there. I'm coming with my top 2 information plays of the week in college and pro football, and there's only one way to get them this week. Call my 900 sports line, 1-900-990-9467. Also, I'll be releasing my top 5 college games and top 5 NFL winners. Give me a call, 1-900-990-WINS. That's 1-900-990-9467. Welcome back, everyone. Before we go on, I'd like to remind you all to check out the Football Forecast website on the internet at www.footballforecast.com. We're showing a profit with both our college and NFL winners on the internet. They're on there free for everybody to see every week. All you have to do is access us to check out those winning selections. Also, we really enjoy the email, and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. So keep communicating through the website. It's very enjoyable. Now it's time to welcome back to the show the head analyst for the Blue Book Football Newsletter. That analyst has been red hot on this TV show the entire year. He's won 6 out of 7 NFL selections over the last few weeks, not to mention giving us college blowout winners right and left. This week we're going to do a little something different, but first of all, let's welcome Gary Green back to the show. Welcome back, Gary.
Thanks, Dennis. It's good to be here again. It's been a great season so far, and we look forward to continue picking winners for you folks around the country in the college and the NFL.
Well, I know that you've won a lot this year, and your late phone services won a lot, but now it's time for us to update show number 1, where we all made our college and NFL selections for the year. Now, during week 1, you gave us 3 picks that you thought the number 1 in the college ranks had boiled down to. Do you still have the same thoughts, or can you boil it down to even 1 at this point in the game?
Well, most definitely, Dennis. At this point, we have narrowed it down to 1 team. I told you here on week 1, when everyone else in the country picked Tennessee to go all the way, I told you Tennessee would not be in the hunt, and they are not. Their coaching staff is horrible, and that's the difference. They had the quarterback, but the coaching staff ruined the season for them. It comes down to 3 teams, Nebraska, Florida, and Florida State. I told you on week 1 I like Florida to win the national championship. Nothing has changed, and the reason I told you they'd win the national championship was because they went out and took in a new defensive coordinator. The only problem they've suffered the last couple of years was on defense. They went out and hired Kansas State's defensive coordinator. You know what kind of job he did at Kansas State for the last 5 or 6 years. He's doing it at Florida. They're blowing everybody out. It's going to come down to them beating Florida State, which they will do, and they will win the national championship easily.
Well, there you go. There's a comprehensive analysis, and you can tell this man knows what he's talking about. All right, let's step up to the NFL plate now, and I know back in week 1, you picked Green Bay, and Green Bay was your only selection, and at this point in the year, looks like they have to be the favorite.
Most definitely. I have to give a lot of credit to the AFC. There's a lot of contenders over there this year. The NFL is down. Green Bay is not. Green Bay is still the elite team in the NFL. Dallas and San Fran are having their problems, and I don't look for either one of those teams to give Green Bay any type of a rumble when the playoffs come. Sleeper team has been Washington, but they're not going to get the job done when it comes to the championship game. It'll be Green Bay easily going to the Super Bowl, and right now it looks like they're going to take on Denver. John Elway's having a great year. There'll be a preview of that Super Bowl matchup in a couple weeks when Denver takes on Green Bay, so you'll get a little bit of a look in advance, but we're going to stick with Green Bay. Brett Favre is having a great year. If they can overcome the injuries at wide receiver, they'll win the Super Bowl.
Well, it looks like you're real solid on both those selections, and of course, I agree wholeheartedly on Denver. Well, now I know that this week you've got something very special. You're going to get away from what we've done in the past with your big game selections. This week, you're going to give away your entire weekend of late phone service selections. Is that correct?
Absolutely, Dennis. This weekend, we're going to go off the wall. We've been releasing a free play to everyone, our game of the month or our game of the year, whatever it happened to be for that weekend. So far through the first 10 weeks, we're 9-1 in the big plays. Forget the big play this weekend. I got a huge card on tap for you in college and pro. We're going to give the entire weekend a late telephone service to everybody that calls in. Just give us a call at the Blue Book offices now. 1-800-587-BLUE. Get your entire weekend of late telephone service along with their first copy complimentary of the Blue Book Football Newsletter. We've had an awesome year this year. The Blue Book is the hottest newsletter going through Las Vegas right now, and we're going to show you folks around the country why it's the #1 newsletter in the country, why we're winning so big this year. You get the entire weekend this weekend. 1-800-587-BLUE gets it all. Give us a call now and start winning today.
Well, make sure you write that number down, 1-800-587-BLUE, for all the tremendous information Gary Green and his staff can pass on to you. We'll be right back with more information following these words.
Hi, I'm Gary Green, head analyst for the Blue Book Football Newsletter, and this weekend the Blue Book's late telephone service is releasing our best package of the entire season. We're releasing the entire weekend this week absolutely free. You receive the late telephone service plays that have been winning 9 of 10 weeks this year so far. The entire weekend is absolutely free. Just give us a call at 1-800-587-BLUE and you'll receive the entire weekend absolutely free. Call us 1-800-587-BLUE now and start winning today.
Football bettors, get paid for your picks. I pride myself in having the most information in America, so I will pay you if you're hot to be a Las Vegas handicapper. All the details are on the net at www.cybersportslv.com. If you don't have a computer, 1-888-553-2345. Call my office toll-free, 1-888-553-2345. Get paid for your picks.
The best teams, the top players, the fastest racers, the toughest fighters. You don't have to beat them. You just have to beat the odds. The race and sports books at the Gold Coast and the Barbary Coast. Two sure winners in Las Vegas.
Hi, I'm Dennis Tobler.
And I'm Lou Diamond.
And we're here to tell you about the single strongest college play on the board this weekend, our consensus play of the year.
That's right, we both agree, and the play is absolutely free. Call my Las Vegas headquarters at 1-888-553-2345.
That's right, if you want to win big off the biggest college game on the board this weekend, call right now toll-free, 1-888-553-2345. The call is free and the game is free. Call now.
Hi there, sports fans. Ack is back once again to remind you about all the great innovations at the Carib Sportsbook in Antigua. Hey, get your pencil ready because I got some hot news for you. The Carib is stepping out with their 2 for Tuesday promotion designed to make you a winner and get you a November to remember. Sports bettors, when you make your plays at the Carib on Tuesday, you get to play for $1 That's only 2% juice. Hey, what up with that? Here in Vegas, we have to play on 10% juice. So take advantage of that, sports bettors. 2 for Tuesday at 1-800-938-1993 and have yourselves a November to remember. Yes.
Welcome back, everyone. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you a man who's a documented hotel contest winner here in Las Vegas, a man who has the fantastic internet website, and a man who gave us 2-0 winning selections on the show last week. That man's Lou Diamond. Welcome back to the show, Lou.
Thanks, Dennis. I appreciate it, and looking forward to giving you a good insight on the next weeks to come with some real good information, statistically, trends, and any possible way we can get an edge.
Well, great, Lou. We can't wait for that. First of all, though, I have a very surprising announcement for Lou's pick. Lou went out on the web and in their various publications around the country with his college championship pick this year. And believe it or not, Lou Diamond picked Arizona State. And at this stage of the game, Arizona State looks to have a leg up after their defeat of Nebraska. And I'm sure that you're very happy with your selection. Do you want to stick with them, or would you like to change it at the halfway point?
No, Dad, I think I'm going to stick with them. I think most people thought I was crazy in the beginning of the year. They kind of still think I'm still a little crazy for sticking with them. But I felt in the beginning of the year all they had to do was knock off Nebraska. They'd be the front runner for the Rose Bowl, and obviously all they do have to play Ohio State in the Rose Bowl and knock them off. But when that happens, you got to worry about Florida. Florida has Florida State in front of them, and then they have to beat Nebraska in the Sugar Bowl. So one of those two games, I don't think they're going to win. They may get by Florida State. They won't get past Nebraska. Obviously, Arizona State knocked off Nebraska. When they knock off Ohio State in the Rose Bowl, you can look for the pollsters to have to make Arizona State the national champions.
Well, there you have it, and it couldn't be any more concise than that. You want to remember the game selections he just gave you. It sounds like he's got his winners picked through the rest of the year. All right, let's head to the NFL now. And in the NFL, here again, it was kind of a surprise. And at the start of the year, you looked like your selection wasn't going to make it. But I'll let you tell everyone who it was and how you think they're faring and where they're heading.
Okay, well, people thought I was crazy there again. But at the beginning of the season, everybody kind of had the feeling the Bills were going to get there. Then during the middle of the season, everybody's saying, oh, they're back, they're done, they're no good. Well, obviously, they've gotten back on the right track. Offensive line had to pick it up, and they have. So now the Bills are got moving again, and they have the experience to get you there. As long as they don't have to beat in Pittsburgh this year, they can win at Denver. Their defensive front is the best defensive front probably in the NFL. And when they get it right, with their experience, they're going to be able to stuff just about any defensive run. So you can look for the Buffalo Bills to make their 5th Super Bowl run this year, and they'll probably meet the Green Bay Packers.
Well, there you have it. And Lou is looking good on Buffalo. They do have the experience and have been there before, so they should have an edge on their end coming through. Of course, I hope they don't get past Denver, but that'll be between the two of us. And speaking of the two of us, this week we're going to be releasing our College Game of the Year selection. This is a consensus play. It's the first game that Lou and I have agreed upon that's the strongest game on the board in a long time, and we're going to be releasing it absolutely free. Go ahead, Lou. Tell everyone how they can get our consensus play this week.
All they got to do is call me toll-free in my Las Vegas headquarters at 1-888-553-2345. Speak with one of my representatives, and we will gladly give you this consensus game absolutely free to get you started on the right track with us. Because we know that every week is not a winning week for you, and a lot of times you just don't have the information out there. So if you give us a call, we'll put you on this game. We're going to make you some good money with the game, and then we can sit down and talk serious about doing some business. But first, call me, 1-888-553-2345. Dennis and I agree on this game, and I tell you, when we agree on something like this, the game's not going to go down.
Let me tell you something. We were out on the strip this week making our plays on this game, and we backed off a little bit because the lines were moving so much. We're going to hit them big at the end of the week, and if you want this winning selection, call toll-free right now, 1-888-553-2345. 2345 and get this winner absolutely free. 1-888-553-2345. We'll be right back after this message. Hi, I'm Dennis Tobler.
And I'm Lou Diamond.
And we're here to tell you about the single strongest college play on the board this weekend, our consensus play of the year.
That's right, we both agree, and the play is absolutely free. Call my Las Vegas headquarters at 1-888-553-2345.
That's right, if you want to win big off the biggest college game on the board this weekend, call right now, toll free, 1-888-553-2345. The call is free and the game is free. Call now.
Hi, I'm Steve the Brass Braswell. I beat the spread and won $141,000 in capturing the prestigious 1995 Las Vegas Hilton Pro Football Super Contest. I beat 235 of the world's greatest football handicappers, and I'm back to defend my championship. Get my 5 NFL contest selections each week and ride my winning percentage throughout the 1996 season. All you need to know is Brass beats pro football. Call me at 1-900-255-6109, extension 0006.
Hello, football fans. For the past 10 years, you've seen me on national TV giving you my selections and my insights. This week, I want to address the serious players out there. I'm coming with my top 2 information plays of the week in college and pro football, and there's only one way to get them this week. Call my 900 sports line, 1-900-990-9467. Also, I'll be releasing my top 5 college games and top 5 NFL winners. Give me a call, 1-900-990-WINS. That's 1-900-990-9467.
The newest wave of legal sports wagering is in the beautiful waters of the Caribbean. It's Carib Sportsbook, the first and finest sportsbook located on the island of Antigua. Wager legally from the convenience of your home or office. Carib Director John Rogers offers free membership, quick payouts, and the best parlay and teaser prices, plus long hours of operation. It's legal, it's easy, it's the Carib. The best sports wagering is just a phone call away.
Well, welcome back, everyone. And now it's my pleasure to get back on the set here this week after a couple of weeks on hiatus, traveling around the country and starring in some radio and TV shows in other places. Ack Ackerson of his famous Ask Ack segment. It's sure a pleasure to have you back, Ack. Congratulations on your new gig, the head handicapper for the Ron and Ron radio show, heard all over the East Coast on Friday mornings. I heard you were a tremendous hit. We're certainly glad to have you back on the show.
Well, thanks, DT. It's great to be back in Vegas, I can tell you that.
Well, there's no place like home, that's for sure. Well, I remember to start the year off this year, you stepped out not very far on a limb by giving us 4 or 5 selections you thought might be in the hunt for the college championship. Today, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you to weed them down a little bit. Who do you see getting the crown?
I think that's called hedging, and now you're going to put me on the spot, DT? Well, sports fans, you know what I say about the crystal ball. He who lived by the crystal ball learns to eat broken glass. And the Ack Attack doesn't want you eating any broken glass, so here we go with the college review. I came forward with 7 possible winners in the national championship. As DT said, that's a good hedge. Florida, Florida State, Ohio State, Nebraska, and a few others. You might throw North Carolina in the mix now, but here's the way I see the puzzle playing out. 2 bowl matchups, Florida versus Nebraska, and ASU versus Ohio State. That means that only 3 teams have a shot at the national title. Because if ASU and Ohio State run the table, Nebraska will be odd man out. Now, if Florida gets by Nebraska in that huge revenge game there, you could have co-champions, co-national champions. And DT, we all know that in college football, anything can happen, and it usually does.
Well, there you have it, the first vote for co-champions for the national championship in college ball. Well, let's don't waste any time. I know you, too, were one of the guys hot on Green Bay when the season started in the NFL, and they certainly haven't disappointed you. Review their situation and tell us what to expect.
Well, DT, you're absolutely right. I have been on the cheeseheads since the get-go, and I still love them. Farr is putting up unbelievable numbers, over 2,000 yards, 63%, 3-to-1 on his intercepted TD ratio. But you know the numbers that really impress me? The defense. They're one of the tops in the NFL. And that leads me to this. Green Bay plays Denver in the Super Bowl, which also leads me to this. DT, You cited Denver at the very top of the year as being a great value. I compliment you on your selection because they look great in here. Maybe it'll be you and I meeting at the Big Easy.
Well, wouldn't that be a party? You and I in New Orleans this year. Can't wait to see it. I'll be there if Denver makes it. All right, let's don't waste any more time. You're coming with your college game of the month this week, but it's only for high rollers. Why don't you tell them about it and give them that 800 number and tell them how to call?
Well, DT, you're right. The Ack Attack has been fire on college football, and I'm coming with my college game of the month on my high roller hotline for you dime players, okay? And I know you need a winner. Try it, 1-800-454-0787. That's the Ack Attack High Roller Hotline, 1-800-454-0787, where Ack is back.
Make sure you give Ack a call one more time, 1-800-454-0787 for his college game of the month. I'll be right back with more football information. Hello, football fans. For the past 10 years, you've seen me on national TV giving you my selections and my insights. This week, I want to address the serious players out there. I'm coming with my top 2 information plays of the week in college and pro football, and there's only one way to get them this week. Call my 900 sports line, 1-900-990-9467. Also, I'll be releasing my top 5 college games and top 5 NFL winners. Give me a call, 1-900-990-WINS. That's 1-900-990-9467. Hi, I'm Dennis Tobler.
And I'm Lou Diamond.
And we're here to tell you about the single strongest college play on the board this weekend, our consensus play of the year.
That's right, we both agree, and the play is absolutely free. Call my Las Vegas headquarters at 1-888-553-2345.
That's right. If you want to win big off the biggest college game on the board this weekend, call right now, toll-free, 1-888-553-2345. The call is free and the game is free. Call now.
Hi there, sports fans. Ack is back once again to remind you about all the great innovations at the Carib Sportsbook in Antigua. Hey, get your pencil ready because I got some hot news for you. The Carib is stepping out with their 2 for Tuesday promotion designed to make you a winner and get you a November to remember. Sports bettors, when you make your plays at the Carib on Tuesday, you get to play for $1 too. That's only 2% juice. Hey, what up with that? Here in Vegas, we have to play on 10% juice. So take advantage of that, sports bettors. 2 for Tuesday at 1-800-938-1993 and have yourselves a November to remember. Yes.
Before we go this week, I want to remind you one more time, give my 900 sports line a call for the top 2 information plays this week, plus 5 more college games, 5 more pro games, and the betting strategy to go along with it. You'll be glad you did. Give me 1% of your confidence, I'll earn the rest. 1-900-990-WINS is the winning number, 1-900-990-9467. I want to thank all my guests on the show this week and all you viewers for making us number 1. Goodbye and good luck.
Football Forecast has been brought to you by the Coast Hotels and Casinos in Las Vegas, opening their newest resort, the beautiful Orleans, this winter. Call 1-800-ORLEANS now. The Orleans opening this winter in Las Vegas.